Hello, I am Jimmy. This is Tradespotting. That's some bananas on a wheel. These are the charts for Gme right now. As you can see, that's max pain, double amount of open interest, and then, as you can see in the bottom corner here, hello, we've got all the different ways you can get in contact with me. Of course, you can get in touch on the printer, and then I'll have your message forever. Whoop-de-doop-de. Just double check that that's all on. Yes, excellent. Move that over there. And you can also, of course, get in touch with me by pager. That's 24 hours a day, no matter what you're doing. I'll help you out. Definitely amazing. I'll give you financial advice too. Link in description. It's £500 a pop. Then there's the walkie-talkie, which you can get me again 24 hours a day, no matter where I am in the world. It's £1,750 a pop. And then there's the banana phone at the background, which I get called directly from Police Scotland anytime the Tradespotting logo shone into the sky. So that's all the different ways you can get in touch with me. And I'll help you out with anything. Brilliant, isn't it? Brilliant, brilliant. So there I see there's people here already. Excellent, great. So I'm not just talking to myself, even though I am talking nonsense. Thank you very much. Obviously, you can see behind me there, that's a banana frige. It's got some glorious things inside it, including bananas, which you can also find, of course, on the wheel, as we mentioned earlier. I see we've got 24 likes, 31 likes, still less than the amount of people viewing. What's going on with Bibba-Igga? What's going on with Bibba-Igga? Well, Bibba-Igga. Bibba-Igga. Hello, Bibba-Igga. Hello, Bibba-Igga. Dodgy. Let's get on 1 hour time frame. Oh, whoops, daisy. Whoops, daisy. So it's like, where was it yesterday that we did? How come all our lines are here? Did we say it's got a bit on it and it went? I mean, who asked that? What's going on with Bibba-Igga? Who asked that? Where is it that it was asked? Bing bong, there's the ghost of Wilfric. Who asked what's going on with Bibba-Igga? Yo, Homer. How's it going, Homer? Yo. Homer, yo. Homer, yo. Homer, yo, yo. Have I not got this on? It's on, isn't it? Is it on? What's on? Is it on or not? Why did that not happen? Close all that. Try this again. What? What is going on? Right, that's that connected. Arg. Hey? Alright, now we're rocking. What's that mean? Something, means something. I like that noise. Come on. And that's on. That's on. Alright, now we're snorkeling. I also have my ultra amazing bolt from blue guava, lime, apple, coconut water, and blue spirulina. Oh, isn't that amazing? Thanks, Homer, for 39. Number 39. Why did it not come out? Come out. Ah, you stupid printer, you. It's because I've got the smaller paper in it. It doesn't know what's up. Should work now, says me. Pretty sure there's those other options too. Who asked about BBIG? And did you see the TA on it yesterday? It was Drew Sol asked about BBIG. Thanks, Ben. Cool. Well, we did the TA on this yesterday. Drew Sol. Bump. I can't remember where we were looking at this height. This was the high, was it? Was that today? Where was yesterday's price action on this thing finish? Ugh. Ugh. There. Nope. Gotcha. I gotcha. And it looked dodgy to me at this stage. There wouldn't be a jumping in thing, I would have thought. I mean, you kind of locked out of this trade because of the way it moved, unless, of course, you were buying it at these zones here, which was harmonic. And there's people in the Discord looking at that area. Good area to enter, PRZ there. And then since then, you know, you kind of like had half a chance after the retest of the 50 and then it breaking up and above, which put in a little bit of a gap there on the 1 hour, 4 hour time frame, similar deal. You know, it's right on the horizontal too, so sketchy trade to enter from that point onwards. And then you've got like 23% yesterday. Continuation on it's been great, though it doesn't really give you any opportunity to jump in on a 4 hour or 1 hour, and not if you're, you know, unless you're taking it off the wicks. And yesterday's wick, that was kind of bearish. Although, what's this traded on? It's Chicago Board of Exchange, because I was looking at it yesterday and this candle was more wick than body, and it seems, anyway, whatever. So maybe I just looked at it wrong. Anyway, so you broke up above that range. After that point, you're back into this idea of breaking out, looking left. You got this horizontal. I don't know where it comes in across relevant to current price action, but that would be where you look to the top of that thing. And obviously you've got various levels in here. Close enough to that one. 179 period moving average coming in at 618. Where's this one at? This Fibonacci. This Fibonacci. Oh, it's a big one. Ooh, that's the big one. So above that, 618 at this point. Excellent. Bing, bing, bing. What does that mean? Why is my chat so far behind? Did that come up on the printer? That coming up? How's that flavor of innocent? Never tasted it. Ryan, it's like, you know, sometimes when someone gives you a smoothie and you're like, that's nice. And then you've got this bit at the end and you're like, you stuck something extra healthy in there. Oh my God, the printer is working. Innocent. Flavor of innocent. See that? The flavor of innocent. You know when someone gives you a smoothie and you think that's nice, and at the end you're like, that's got something healthy in it that I didn't expect. Probably kale or spinach. It's got that kind of vibe to it, though it hasn't got that in it. Thanks. That's appreciated. Thanks. I don't normally spend money on big juice like that, but you have to eat healthy. You have to take care of yourself. Oh my God, the lights changed color. Oh my God, it's so exciting. So the max payment on Gme is $135. Open interest. 69,000. Say thousand. Say thousand. Say thousand. Wouldn't mind a look at biscuits if you haven't done it recently. Wouldn't mind a look at some biscuits if I haven't done it recently. That one came out as look at Bitcoin if you recently, and before Ryan, flavor of innocent. Oh, that's nice. Look at Bitcoins. So is you're kind of locked out of this thing. It's very difficult, and you're not getting any sort of candles there. It's been under a degree of accumulation. As you can see with these lower levels on the indicator, despite breaking through important horizontals, higher lows, lower lows, important horizontals. At the same time, you can see that this is picking up here. This, oh my goodness, TTM squeeze, oh my goodness. I think this is like nowhere near as good as this indicator, which tells you like loads of different things. And certainly not. Come on, give me some of this. Is this fixed? Yo, are you fixed? Are you on a fixed scale? Boom, boom. Hacksaw. Oh yeah, welcome Hacksaw. Thank you very much. Everybody say hello to the Mr. Hacksaw. Are you a real hacksaw? And then this one, accumulation distribution, taken from the open interest and the money flow. Yo. Check out my video on open interest. This is really good. This is nifty as this indicator. I'd prefer that, you know, with my momentum indicators, which should complement each other very well here. You got your cross here, second point of this, second point of divergence. Got it on RSI as you climb back out of the bearish control zone. Had all of that at the low. Like you didn't even have to, like you're getting your confirmation at the low. So this is where you take the trade. It's also all to do with the PRZ with this harmonic. And then it's just kind of not giving, I mean, that's like dodgy retest, then opens up above gaps. Like, and then it's like just temptation. It's just screwing. It's just eventually this is going to get to either, or has done, or like I suspected it had already started yesterday, gets to the point where it's like, yep, I'll just take money off you guys now and go back down and test other levels, and they could be in it around there, you know, close that gap, come in, solve this bad murder. It is a bad murder too. There it is. You know, close on the daily. Close on the daily. It wasn't a close. It wasn't when I was on the daily. You know, apparently. But that's what you're looking at. Wait a minute. Was that yesterday or today or what? What's going on with this? This is all ready. This was yesterday. I've gone back in time. Yes. So this was it. Got above the 618. Stick it above that. Had this wick. That's not as bearish as it seemed to me yesterday when I was looking at it. If right now is not when I was looking at it, though. I can't remember exactly. And then maybe the market's already closed. Okay, I can't remember exactly what time I was looking at during the show either. And then, so that's the daily time frame. Well, if we're going to go forward, do it on the 15 minutes. What's going on with this? Let's push play and I'll show you what's going on with it. Oh, so where's the play button gone again? Come on, get over here. There it is. Okay, not very much. Continuation. RSI dropping out of the bullish control zone temporarily. Strike the trend touching that 40 level, but that's still very, very strong. And then your momentum's really dropped off. And throughout this period up the top side, there's been people buying it since this area here this morning, really. People have been buying it till this sort of area here, 6:15. And then at that point, it didn't really have strength to go up, you know. All the momentum had gone from it. So that's what's been going on with this thing. And again, it's just way too dangerous to enter these sort of things right now because your risk on it's fucking massive. I mean, it's funny, I always laugh at people when they're like, oh, where shall I get in at on this thing? And it's like, well, I mean, we can answer that question now better on Bitcoin, which is like had a move, had a retrace, and it's giving people like degrees of areas to manage your risk. Whereas this is like not giving you them, you know, like, I mean, what does it come in at 290 or something? It's already 350 after hours, 3.6. I mean, you know, it's easy peasy retrace down to 280. It hasn't even filled, like, you know, where's that gap at on the 4 hour, 1 hour, whatever? Yeah, you know, like, you know, and this, like, is this a reaction or a reversal? So far, it's very, very good, but you've no retest of anything, you know, on any, that's like the 4 hour, you at least need it on an hourly, and that's if you're living in fucking crazy town, and that you've not had a single retest the whole way through it. You've not had a re-entry. It's like, to trade this, you needed to get in with this signature here. And then you didn't have it get on the DMI, but you had your cross at the retest. So, I mean, you got that chance. If you were like really looking at it and you're like, God damn, then you might have seen that and got that. But after that, that's it. And I wouldn't try to get into that in a million years now. Unless I was in it already. So that's really good. Looking left, you can see you come in with a horizontal level there. Likely that puts you in resistance. You have got it on a body close. You've even got it on a body close, body close. As you can see there, apparently. And that's what's going on with that. What else are we looking at? Oh, you want to look, oh, right. Well, we could speak to how much more it's got these levels above. Looking left are important. Let's go back up to Like you can see in the weekly time frame here, inordinate range touching the top side there at the 50 simple period moving average on the weekly hasn't yet broken the structure of this downtrend. In order to do that, you'd be looking to see the thing back above $7.30. Is that going to happen in the near term? Wouldn't imagine. Probably already got this fib on, but let's hook another one. 236, 321. Well, it's made it above there. So some people will be thinking, it's going to 646, but it ain't yet. Unless something crazy happens, and if it does, great. But I can't buy it on the way up there. Out wrong, I meant I think. Out wrong, I meant I think. Out wrong, I meant I think. That's like so very Descartes of you. Red squirrel. Out wrong, I meant I think. Red squirrel, red Descartes squirrel. Is that what it is? What did it say? That did come out wrong. I meant Bitcoin's ink stock, I think. You meant BTC's ink stock. What? Now you're confusing me. Hey, my friend, how are ya? Spy 4 almost at head and shoulders, question mark. Hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour, but not the daily. Very interesting, eh? Hi. Yeah, oh, man. Whoop, up, up. Did it. Thanks so much for also asking me a question. Now, because I don't understand what Senior Red Squirrel was talking about, it may very well be, it may very well be that what he's saying makes sense, and that there is, that thing. What was it he called it? Not that. BTCS Inc. Right? BTCS Inc. Oh my god, is something coming up? It is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, how exciting. Go away, review. Technology services. Right, wonderful. What sort of services? They engage in a digital currency ecosystem for blockchain technologies. Whoa, Johnny G. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate what you do. TA, I made a December Wibita amount of MMAT and Archer. What the fuck? I made a decent amount of MMAT and Archer. Made a decent amount of them. Of MMAT and holy shit, what's wrong? Don't understand anything. Am I having a stroke or do these messages make sense? I'm not understanding things. That's like 3 messages now. What's going down? I don't understand. Well, so let's look at this, right? Oops, I've got this. Oh, God. Oh, 436, turn that off. Oh, whoa. If you want the Rocky's Flash, you join his Patreon like everybody else. All right. So, I think this is going to $4.30. I have to do my own TA, but I already know the answer. Oh, this is terrible, isn't it? Right, so you're actually getting something maybe useful that you could use here in the weekly on the MACD, opposed to this nonsense from before when it was dying. Right, I mean it was started to die as it lived. It was we all do, don't we? Oh yeah, what does that sound mean? Is the market just closed? It has. It's 11 minutes past. Holy shit. Does that mean we've been on for 3 hours already? Red Square Rugged. Yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah. What I meant, he says Red Squirrel. I'm not going to rip that off yet because I have a suspicion that it's keeping the paper, in place somehow. So enjoyable afterwards. Yo, let's get the likes up. If you haven't already liked, please do hit the like button if you enjoy the TA content. There we go. There's a nice reminder. Jamie smoking Sophie. No, I am a bias trader. No. I said, if anything, it would be snorkeling. Oh my God. What is this? The accusations. I don't know. I know this chat box like too. It's a kangaroo court. He'll have tongue dragged, smoked me. Jamie, do you expect a run up for Gme next week due to the options expiry? Says Patrick. There's a question. I have to take them one at a time. And I've got to do this, and then I've got to do spy, and then I've got to answer some other question. And then we'll do a thing about a run up next week. Well, we'll do the TA on the GME. But that's a good question. What do we think is going to happen next week? We have the expiry and rollover. Plus, we have a lot of changes on the open interest. So, how's that going to go? Let's check it out. Coming up soon on Tradespotting. Right, so we're looking at this and you're like, well, the volume's up. Yeah. So a lot of new money coming in there. Prices trend changed, went to the top side. RSI made it through center line. And yeah, the golden crush on the weekly. Price action came back down. Test this trend. Met this upward sloping demand line. And boom. Got a reaction from what was that broadening wedge. Well, those are different ways of looking at it. I'd look for a retest of that area. Solid. It looks like that sort of area is going to retest. And you're on a weekly here, so we'll check more of this out. Obviously, you've got loads of horizontals that are irrelevant. Snorkel. So, yes. What did that say? What I meant. Yes, this is what I meant. Pardon me. Everybody else is dehydrated. You know, you might think, oh, Jimmy's drinking a lot on the internet. But I talk a lot on the internet. You know, pardon me. Also, I have to figure out what the hell John G meant. Or is that my brain working or not working? What's going on there? We can also maybe look at Emma. I think I can understand that might be something we want to do, John. We'll look at Matt. In a minute, volumes come in. You're going to come back down and test that breakout zone. We already know the future, because I opened this up and accidentally had Rocky's future tailing freaking indicator on, that you can get if you go to www.patreon.com/rockoutcrop, which everyone should probably do. Pardon me! Oh, hiccups. Oh, I shouldn't have drank so much. So the volume, right, okay, but starting volume and stopping volume, potentially, right, potentially, we'll see. I think that the trend has changed on Bitcoin, as I said, right, I was saying it when everything was at lows, and it was quite good what I was saying. Anyway, this has managed to double, has it, in 2 weeks? Hey, that was better than the Bitcoin prices did. Anyway, good trade that if you were on it. 2-day time frame. So you've had one full stretch to the top side. I mean, you could take that more accurately if it was like that. And then you broke out of it. Doji, well, it's more than Doji, but you know, we'll see. Indecision so far, and potentially not continuation. You've had your 3 white knights. I mean, that's all you wrote, right? That's what took you here. What's this one? Ha, there's another one. What does it mean? Just showing some love your way. Thanks. I'll take it. I traced one. Tell Rocky Outcrop. I said hello, love you. I will. Cockroach Rancha says hello. Cockroach Rancha. We love you. Thanks. 690. Oh, yeah. Boom. What does that say on the machine? Some love your way. Tell Rocky Outcrop. Love you both. That's nice. You made it. Most of the whole message made it on. Thanks. Rocky, if you're there, we love you. We love you. Hi, Pam. Pam's there. How are you, Poom Pam? How are you? Hit the like button, everybody. They're all being so dead friendly to each other. Right. Well, somebody is not friendly in this, right? This is going to be a reversal. Loads of people will be excited, jumped in on it, and it's already made a move from $2.73 up to $8.59 in a couple of weeks. So that trade's already happened. It's over, right? It's gone. It's bye. Like, you drop your keys in lava, they're gone. And lower term time frames, you have managed to capture the simple moving average at 550, and you've also got above the long term moving average 200 at 672. But that long term moving average itself is above the 50, which is a negative display. That thing's going to, upside down, my friend, and it likely price action does then come back down, test this breakout zone at around $4.18 or so, and that's where I'd look to see mid-level of that formation. If price action doesn't manage to persist up here in the next daily candle, i.e. tomorrow, you finish on or below this downward sloping supply line, then you'll go in short shift to the 550, and that won't hold you. If it does and you go back up, great, you'll not come back here for a while, but that won't happen because we already know it'll come back to around $4.20. Oh dearie me, oh no, yep. It will happen. It'll happen, so it will. 4 hours, everything up here in decision. That's rolling over. That's rolling over. The trend stuff's starting to pick up on downside. You've had your momentum, and it's building and 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 building. And so less likely is a successful retest when you come back down here. And at that point, there you're maybe getting a potential entry. You've definitely got somewhere to manage your risk. You could put in a stop rate at 385, and that's quite a bit distance, but it's something. And then work with it within yourself, right? And have the momentum at the time, and you'd wait for a terminal candle on top of everything. So you'd be very unlikely to get immediately stopped out if you were actually executing on the entry side properly. But if you're managing it at the time, paying attention at the time, and taking it upon confirmation of signals only after they come in, then likely, there is an entry around here somewhere that then would break to the top side. If it does that, give it a 1618 off this, and we'll look to the, the 618 and the 2360, the previous Fibonacci in a minute. So we'll take it from here. Just the whole thing then on this 4 hour. Renegade Red Squirrel. He's from France. Did you know that? He's French. And it's very Scottish French, but there you are, and then drop that onto the 1618. It's not going to go up. No, it's not going up. It's not going up there, you lunatics. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, bugger. Shit, bugger, fuck shit. Where'd it go to? What even was it? It's all lost in time. Likely that thing retraces. I think I covered it. Anyway, Jamie, just tell me to beat it and answer a proper person's question. You got it there. Then the keyboard said, no more. No, I'm going to accidentally jump across to ADTN. Fuck knows why it's on ADTN. You had this, get the fuck out of it here. You come back down. Have you got an entry yet? Potentially short-term time frames. Yes. 4 are not so bad. Slightly higher here. Don't know why this is showing up on the chart. Just an accident. Ooh, maybe not actually. This might be a little bit ooh. Oh, and there's something coming through. Pam the Trader. Just showing love too. Appreciate you, Jamie. Good jobbity job. Fuck, I've still got this thing on membered. I've just realized. Thanks, Pam. Dan Almighty and Philadelphia Wife. No, I've not, because that's not a member, so it mustn't be. Awesome. Thanks for everything you do, Jimmy. GameStop and only GameStop to the moon. Yes, everything else you're not allowed to the moon. There's nothing for you at the moon. It's only computer games. Trader Realtor 999. Love to appreciate. Good job holding. You betcha, Pam. It is a good job holding. See how I was thinking about this. I was in the bath today. I had a bath today, and I was in that bath, and I was thinking, holding, hodling. No, it wasn't, and it occurred to me, I don't think holding. I think about buying more GME shares, and I've thought about buying more GME shares for ages and ages and ages. And people who I know in the chat, people who buy lots of GME shares, I often joke and be like, haha. I'm racing. I'm gonna buy more Gme than you are. I'm gonna own it before you are. You know, joking. But at the same time, that's kind of what it's like. Hey, you know, it's not. I've never really been like, oh, I'm holding. Because I always think it's going to get to like huge levels. The things that I've got that I'm not selling in any short-term time frame. It's because I think they're going to go really high levels, whatever it is, and nearly always buying more of it and trying to get as much, you know. And so then that's partly why I was thinking when I was like, oh, you know, we'll get some more. How long will it be? And when will I get this? And then will I be able to do that? And then will I be able to get some more then? And that's, you know, that's not really the same way some people think about it, because it's not like they're not like thinking like, oh my God, I'm going to buy some more of this thing all the time. They're just thinking I've got as much of it as I can, and that's totally cool, right? You don't want to be irresponsible, in which case then you are definitely just like holding and that, and you know, you don't really want the price going down any lower. You don't mind if it takes longer, preferably it wouldn't, but at that stage you don't really want the price going down more. And so there's a difference, you know. There's like, not to say anyone's better opinion or better whatever, you know, whatever. I'm not critiquing or that. I'm just saying, so part of the way people have got different opinions, and so like, you don't know that when you're talking to someone on the internet, for instance, you know, and that'll frame so much of the way they're thinking and talking about things, and then like people don't get along, and you're like, but why not? And it's because of things like that you don't notice, you know, like, but that are obvious when you think about it. And so like, I don't know why I was thinking about that, but like, it makes you a lot less anxious about price being low if you're looking to get more of it. That's for sure, definitely. Anyway, we were back to the church, and we were on, what was it this time? I don't know why that got on here. We were looking at Spy. That's what we were going to look for. Is this Spy? Where are you? Where are you, Spy? Where are you, Spy? Where are you? This is not it. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes, they did pay. Oh, yes, they did pay. So, where is Spy at on my charts? Which one on this list? Diddle-dum-ba-dum-bum. No. What are they? Where are they? Diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle. Oh, over here. Bounce. Tradespotting, eh? Was he not like, where is it? Where is it? Okay. It's not on there. Why was that? Neither of them were on there. Why was that? Drawings are still there. Still doing exactly what the drawings said it would do. And then we got drawings here, here's little drawing. Look, you got your re-entry. Yeah. Head and shoulders, meh. What does that mean? What's a head and shoulders? Dandruff? What is it? Oh, you know, those Germans, they're really good at fixing dandruff. That's what it is. German engineering. Always good to see you, Rich. Great to see you, Pam. Great to see you, Pam. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. I'm going to see what I've got my chat settings set to. Edit. Customization. Subscribers, 5 minutes. So you can chat if you've been a subscriber for 5 minutes. That seems the sort of thing that will attract trolls. Custom. Duration. 5 weeks. Save. Yes. That's the sort of thing that will have less trolls and then less stress, and I'm definitely looking forward to less of that doing this job. So you're looking at this and you're thinking, is it Head and Shoulders? Well, apparently they come at the top of a trend. You'd expect to see Head and Shoulders apparently. There's been like distribution on this thing since it first made it to 470. Literally since it first made it to 470. It's been, again, you know, it loves being divergent. It really does. Like, it loves this. It's buying an uptrend will be divergent, and and you'll be like, oh, going to go down, and then in the downtrend it'll be divergent. You'll be like, whoop, it's got to go up, and that's buy for a year and a half. Hi, trade spotter. My lord, trade spotting. Do we need more blood on the Gme Amp? Well, I think your lovely blood is still quite. It hasn't rained, you see. It hasn't rained. The ivy's still nice and red, like really dark maroon, nice shade of red. You know, it would be a shit. I'm still using your head to talk to the gods and whatnot. I donated via pattern, but I didn't see it on here, maybe. You donated via pattern? What kind of pattern are we talking about here? Is it a repeating pattern? Is it an invisible pattern? What pattern? What pattern are we talking about? It should show up. I see Pam the Trader. This came in. This is a PayPal one. And a Renegade Red Squirrel. That came in. Cockroach Rancher. John G. Yes, $4.99. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate what you do with TA. I made a decent amount of Emma and Archer. Yeah, I mean, use it as... I didn't understand it. I thought I was having a stroke. What does it mean? Ich habe Gme. Ich kann uns helfen. Das ist gut so. I don't know. I got that wrong. Und das ist gut so. That sounds better. Hi. Hi, Chicken Tender Daddy. Hi. Stress melting away. Stress. That's good. Don't want any of that anymore. Tradespotting. Hi, Pam. Doing okay, all things considered. Good. Whoa. All things considered, all at once. That's pretty impressive. Everyone is so damn friendly here. I love it. Damn right, Cobalt. They are, yes. Until they're not. I don't even like that juice. It's okay, right? It's okay. Rather have a cup of tea. No stress. We got Jimmy. Yeah, there's no stress. Yeah, yo. Yeah, there's no stress. We got Jamie. So, get back here. Charts. And we were talking about spy. We're taking a bit of spy. Well, you've dropped below the 50 simple period moving average, so maybe you come on and test the 200. Is it 455? We're looking at this on the 4-hour time frame. On the daily time frame, your share potentially, you know, still the option for that head and shoulders. Obviously, the divergence is at this time frame too. You have slipped below the central line RSI 1, 2, 3. You've lost that upper sloping trend line you had, and you see your negative trend is now in ascendancy. Though the ADX doesn't say there's much strength with it. Negative momentum and downside, not significantly different from your previous low. So if price action turns around here, you'd be like, well, it's just going up to the top again. Money flow index says less money in this thing. Less money, but then small time frames here, you're not getting a desperate difference. Why did the lights just change? What's going on? What's going on? Wait, John J. I also donated via PayPal Stream Elements. Says Cachicho. Pam, via PayPal there. Super chat. That was a 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 super chat. Hacksaw became a member. Well, what the fuck, man? What the fucking? What the fucking going on in then? And if I check it, does this refresh it there? Is this open? Does this stop it working there? What's going on? What's happening? Muchos, I see recent activity. I see nothing there. Nope, just me paying other people. First, me paying other people there since yesterday. Jesus Christ is in the chat box. Lisa, we have all the miracles required for our dear friend James at Tradespotting. It's walking on water before our eyes. Jesus Christ, how you doing? How's your mom and dad? How's the donkey? How's everybody doing? Banana. Now, it ain't easy being red for 7 weeks straight on your GME. Wow, ain't easy. True story. It's not easy. Chris, ich habe Dreck Jachren auf Deutsch in mijn Hochschedule gelähmt. Jamie, how are you and your family doing? Well, we are very nuclear and typical in our size, slightly atypical in our distribution, and essentially we're all spread out a little bit, you know. We're all doing good, Missy. We're all doing good. You've seen Rocky earlier on. He's having a great time. Dad's back. Seeing him, taking care of him. He's all good. Our lovely mum, she's doing better. She was ill and busy, and extended family weren't well, so she was kind of rushing around, stressed. And you know, not every problem is solved, but everybody's doing good. Thanks for asking. Wish I could buy and hodl, Gme. Oh, that's such a nice message. Thanks. Basically, 150 IQ moves say wesentlich. What does this mean? What am I saying? Wesentlich. Oh, Mom and Dad. Wesentlich. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Is that it? 150 IQ move there. Jimmy, I reading my Dr. German was to highlight my day. Just, yep, this is why I've got such a huge fan base in Germany. Shout out Germany. Uber Allies. Jamie, hi. Hello, everybody. Good, we get it there. So, look at this, right? This is an awful candle. You come down and test that. That's like typical where it would bounce. You continuation there, you put in a wedge on this. That would be a bounce higher or low here. Then you'd be like, that divergence continuation. Then you'd be like, come back down. Test this level. Is it be back down here? Would you get back down to 455? Yeah, you know, I mean, yeah. This just try sideways price action. A lower high than here, right? Lower low than that previous breakout zone. Then higher high again. Not a lower low yet. I'd expect it to come in and test these areas and maybe put in a broad wedge. Your 200 period 444444444. Spot 4444444. It's also the breakout zone. Here's our gap there still. It's a bad murder. No. I got promoted away from here, Sarge. Sarge, I got promoted. We're short of staff. You got short of staff because nobody else is taking a vaccine. You're gonna have to go to work again today. Nobody else taking it. You have to go to work again, Inspector Jamie. But no, I have to go visit the gingerbread family. They hate me. They think I'm the murderer nowadays. Look, this one, a really long leg, that gingerbread man. Really long leg. And then he was in there. That was him. That was the poor gingerbread man, and he got murdered. Oh. So it looks like he'll have to be investigated. I mean, it'll likely be why, I have so much going on at the minute, and this is on Spy, so this is high-level shit. This case will get taken out of my hands and shuffled down the corridor as I'll get shuffled downstairs into the basement, and no one will be allowed to talk to me. My career will hit a dead end, and it'll just be because I pointed this out, and then Luke Pish, Gary Gensler, ain't interested in nothing. And they'll go, no, not Spy, we're taking it, shut it down. And then, there you go, come back in. Anyway, it's just demand level, right? Price action. Test demand here in any period of uncertainty, which is what you're finding at the minute. Period of uncertainty. Period of uncertainty. It's a look on the charts, you got a divergence all over it. and is coming in at a low. And if anything, this is a place to look to aim to the top side. I mean, yeah, sure, potential head and shoulders, which work out 4 times out of 10, which is fantastic, right? It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Right, that sort of success rate. 4 out of 10, eh? Oh, kind of would be letting your parents down with that, wouldn't you? Like, 4 out of 10 success rate. Not sure if that's for me. Anyway, yeah, there's a potential protected head and shoulders. Negative trend in the ascendancy at the moment. Is this about to break down? I don't know, man. I think it's probably not. I think it's probably like, no. It's an uptrend with higher highs and higher lows, and like it's done this millions of times. Way oh, and then you're in here and you're like, way oh, head and shoulders, head and shoulders. You want head and shoulders? No, head, hey oh, way oh, head and shoulders. There's a inverted head and shoulders. Okay, yeah, you want to go top side? Okay, we'll do it. Inverted head and shoulders. Come back down. Oh, it's just tested the long term demand line. Oh, it's a linear progression on SPY. Oh, and that, like, it's fine. And bing bong, bing ding, bing bong. So I'm sure I could have done that better too, but moving swiftly on. What was the next thing somebody wanted to look at? I can't remember. MMAT was something somebody asked about. We'll get into this, and then we're going to get to the next one. Nobody's going to like me because they only tune in for the GME. They're like, why is he not doing it yet? Why is he touching bastards? Why is he such a bastard? Oh no. Emma down 6.5%. Oh no. Oh no. This was an important level here. Boom, bam, bam. Wait a minute. How many trades are on this thing? Is there 2 in there? Oh my god. Hello. If I delete this, is there another one? Oh shit. Oh no, wrong buttons. Hello. I have a visitor. When blue, I've got a visitor. Right. So MMAT, let's do this right. MMAT, it's broken through the 236 here. Wait a minute, it's not broken through the 236. If that fit. Okay, God. Right. Delete and take that indicator off. Take that off for now. Back here. This looks like an entry. It's a harmonic. It's obviously also a head and shoulders, so you got to watch out for that. Oh, thanks. A new member. Welcome a chimp. Von Uxkull. Mr. Uxkull. So, this, obviously, Von Uxkull is signed up because he heard my amazing German, and it's a German name. This is my detective skills. See, this is why I need taken off the investigation desks, because it's need to put in it, or at least to back out on the street. I'm sick of working behind a desk, boss. I can't take it any longer. Right, so you'd be looking at this, you'd be looking at this, you say, retrace here, it looks like a head and shoulders, but then you're getting it here just below the neckline, and then it goes up again. So funny. And SPY's going to do the same thing. Anyway, so there's a golden cross on this thing on a weekly low. It's not daily time frames, weekly. Look left there, it's a horizontal level. There's another one here. Obviously, you got that top in there. You got the bottom side of the golden pocket. Right, it's just touching that right at the minute. That looks like a perfect entry. And me, you are the best. Came late to the show. Did you review Pirate Chain? Yeah! Holy sugars, everyone's interested today. Came late to the review Pirate Chain. Oh, nice. It's a really nice message. Came late to the review Pirate Chain. Thanks. Yes, I'll get to R shortly. Jeez, it's stacking up today, isn't it? Right? These are all ravenous, insatiable stonk fiends. Right? So that's interesting, right? So if this is the low, Then you're looking for a move back to the 236 there, and you take it in, you say, oh, it's just below your previous horizontal, so that's maybe body close, where you're looking to get above there. Well, I would pay some attention to that, and then obviously 618 is 236 in the previous Fibonacci, which is the perfect place for this to turn around. It's also a harmonic, so this is a very good entry. This looks very, very nice. So if I was trading that, I'd be taking it and saying, maybe something like a risk reward looking left. You'd say, well, you've got that horizontal, it's very obvious, and that would be where you'd put your entry. Or would you just take your entry here and that'd be your stop? Well, if you take your entry slightly lower, and why are you giving me this stupid idea, you stupid tool? Why would I want my stop at minus 224? That would make me very, very poor, wouldn't it? Right. This even would do, it'd be a poor zero. I'm not going down there with a stop, you fucking lunatic. Like, I'm not even going to that. No. They're taking it from these lows here. That's like this area you want to be below. This is like the PRZ. You're also just below that. Okay, excellent. Just outside of that then. And then the truth is, you're not going to be looking for that just because of whatever risk reward. You're looking for it to go and at least make it above the 200 period simple on the weekly at around 266, 270. You know, what's that? Like a 20% move at least on this thing you'd be looking at that point. Would it take like a week and now? Would you see it go that fast? Would it possibly? 3-day. I'm not got any particular thing saying desperately need to enter now, right? If you might get on a subsequent candle, in which case you'd look for it, or some sort of bottom information, but you're not seeing it in the minute. Nor you're seeing any sort of a breakout from what is like a pretty obvious, it's already defined for you, but like it's a pretty obvious wedge. And it's reaching its apex quickly. Looking left, you see this other horizontal in around here. Price action came down. It would be so very like a stonk to do that, wouldn't it? And then take it beyond where it was a sensible level of entry. In which case, you know, maybe you do want a little bit extra chocolate in your biscuit, and you don't get the trade. But you know, this is what I would do. And like it just is. There is all the things to be trading at. Take it right at the bottom of that PRZ. If I wasn't going to be paying attention to it, and I'd have my stop somewhere like. Like right there, and then I'd be looking for a take profit pretty darn early as well, probably in around here, even at 205 after it took an entry at 180. That'd be too damn darn tootin', I would. And then, you know, depending on where it goes, if you do recover the 200, maybe you're looking for the 50 simple, and if you do get above the 236, maybe you're looking to the 618. And as we said, that's confluent with areas when you look left. And then if you were looking for targets higher than that, maybe you do get up to $9, but I wouldn't be betting on it, you know, on him. I wouldn't be betting. Yeah. Not at all, not even close. I'd be looking to take profit. Again, like I say, 205, you got to low and then back up again, then 340, and then topside this move. 4, I would go crazy. I'd be looking up at 420, 440. Now, it'd be really good and all the rest of it. It'd be really good because you get like 100% on your move at that stage. You could limit your risk by taking it slightly lower in the entry, and that'd be a real good trade for him. But interesting. Where's all the other ones people asked for? What were they? I made it and making it going back up for you, Minner, no problem. Or whoever that was asked for that. You are the best game I did. It's just lots of R's, not. Oh, I see what you told. Yes, this. We do love this little bit of this. See, 1.77 is high. Oh, so you asked it yesterday and it's up. It's up, mate. Oh, he's got it from the low at 0.79 at 996. It's 20%. Doesn't tell the full story there with its 1.26% today, 1.77. That's nonsense. We have a friend here. Helmet Ux cool. Not helmet. What's What Von? It's the Von first name. It's not. It must be like Von Dutch. That's like, you know. That's what it is if you're alive in the 90s. And we're a big Parcel fan. So, Vin Diesel in it. You know, everyone had him, right? So, don't ask me. They made trucker caps. I don't know what this whole thing was, right? Very much non-core. So, you look at this and you're like, just fake out to the bottom. You know, not really. Like, the truth is, it's just a fucking channel like that. And it broke down. You got your 200 simple, 50 simple on 3D. Why are we on that? Start off on that. Go to 2 days, 200 periods showing up high in the maths. And then outside the British control zone, that's good. If you're looking to see it break the top side of downward sloping resistance, break top side, break to the top side above a downward sloping supply line, then to see it outside of the bearish control zone is very important. That's not divergent, though if you include the wick and whatever you might think it is, though that's not the way it would work on RSI. So then you've got a strengthening trend to the downside, which is just not great either. You have got a cross on MACD, and then we're on the daily time frame we could speak to. No real divergence there. Continuation perhaps likely. You've made out the bearish control zone, great, but you did that back here, though that was at the bottom side of this formation. Now you're at the top side and you've managed to hold the center or basis or whatever you want to call the mid-level of the channel before going back up again and put in a higher low. So potentially you are looking to test, at least get close to testing your previous high, having put in a higher low, and in that sense maybe you'll be taking it first to if you can hold the golden pocket, which looks like you're trying to there. At this stage, you're doing well. You'd be looking for it to come up and test. Hello, giving me it. I did it right. And then up here, maybe 61618, and you're not actually aiming for this because you're not a fucking total lunatic. But if it was, it would be back there to its all-time high, and it will happen there essentially. You know, watch. If actually we could cover it and watch it all together if you liked. But it'll take a while. Long time ago. Anyway, also you might look at this different ways and see we're taking it from here. Just that's your 236 where the golden pocket is on this one. Put extra emphasis on this line. And then, wait a minute, is that the same fucking move that I just did before? Who knows? Don't think it was. That was from this one down, back up again. That was down, up again. So I see what you're saying there. It does match up though. Very, very nice. I'll put that back on so you can see it. Golden pockets, 236s. There's a degree of symmetry with this thing that suggests that it will, although it's only at 9.66 and it's come from 0.7, it's not necessarily finished because it's been in a downtrend for ages, and that's likely to continue until it doesn't. This is the area to break. There's the 50 simple period moving average. You open and close above that and haven't done a retest of this area, haven't broken out of it, then you go to the 200. Once you get there, if it's an overall bullish market, it'll go back to its all-time high at 4.7, and you could easily take this thing up to 4.3 at that area. You have to be paying attention to your risk here, and until it changes this trend, it's down, and there's nothing to say that that's been defeated yet. It's still spent nearly all of its life on the higher time frame. This is the daily, just it's not exactly that high, and it's spent its nearly entire lifetime below there. It's all of its lifetime since August 2021, and the negative trend has nearly always been an ascendancy. And also, it's got nothing but no positive momentum behind it whatsoever. So I wouldn't put too much stock in that anytime soon. And I would say, though, there are areas to look to at. Sheesh. Let's think it easy, just break down again. Down to 0.77. Could easily do that. It's for sure going to go down there. It's going to go down in 0.8992 in the not distant future. This is going to happen, and that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. That's what's happening, and it's going in there and then. And it's time for, as promised, the banana spin. Spy, make it more to work out in this. Mr. Smelly Bum Man, he's the poet laureate of the channel. Coco is the boss. Yes, where's Coco? Sleep on the bed. It used to be, right, I'd go to sleep on the bed and Coco would go to sleep on the bed around about where my feet are, but like off to the side. And then after a while, Coco was like, it's warmer if I sleep up next to him. And then Like, you know, she was like, I can see how he like forms that little like shape. I could like climb on that shape. And then she was like, I'd move around and obviously, and she'd be like, yeah, and run away and wake me up. And now she doesn't do it like that. Now I move around, she just looks at me when I'm asleep, when I'm moving. She goes, nah! And that to tell me to stop moving. That's like quick progression. She spent years at level 1 and now it's just like, nah! Could you take a look at something, my lord? And I can't see what it is. Oh my god, what a nightmare. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a nightmare. Well, can't read it. It says jumping number what? Could we get some tea on GME? Looking pretty bullish to me. Thanks for really doing me. Ha, that's hilarious. That's nice. That's nice, but that's not what just came up on the machine. What just came on the machine was Ryan. Tips 1690. So it does work. If you have time, could you take a look at fun, please? Holy shit, these are all really like, I nearly got to GME there. Oh, for goodness sake, holy jiggers McJiggers. Of course I can. Of course my horse. Of course, I'd love to do it for you too, Ryan. Thank you very much for the donation. It's very, holy fuck, it's back 11.5% on a green day, huh? Here you go. You got, here's a lovely green day for you. In communist Russia. In Soviet Russia, we give you 11%. 11% to the downside on a green day. That was not Soviet Russian accent. Hey Jamie, low your work. Keep it up. Low your work. Mr. J on the corn on the cob, Mr. J on the corn on the cob on. Hey Jamie, hope you're well. Why does it do this orange-white thing? Like, never in the world was that ever a good idea. Hope you're well. My main technical analysis. Could you please take a look at BRN? Holy shit, guys. What the fuck? It's on ASX. You are voracious. I super chat because I want to. Thank you. Jack on to people who tell other people how to spend their money. Thanks very much. You're very generous. Consistently. Thank you very much. Charts, Mr. Silent TA. Oh shit. Silent TA would be slightly different, but I see where you come from. Hello, Bob. How are you? Tradespotting been gone for a few days. Did I miss anything exciting? No, Bob. Nothing at all. Looking good forever. I see you. Thank you very much, Bob. Cheers. Where's Puppet? Puppet is there. Puppet is just over there. You can't see Puppet. I had to move Puppet away from the booze. Long story to tell you about later. Blind TA. Yes, that's what it is, Sarah. Blind TA, perfect for deaf people. For blind people. Death of a banana fish says, cheers, rock outcrop. Oh, nice. That's all good. Right. So we're looking at this fun. Holy shit. And then the chap, lovely, friendly chap, Mr. on the corner cob, wanted to look at on the corner on the cob, burn, BRN. That was for all of the haters, but we will look at that. And then also wanted some GME TA from a Jump a Jabberwock, who's a very friendly. That's nice. Jesus, this is nice. These are all very nice. And then Mr. Odor is one. Does Auto Flash on Spy make it more likely for HS to work out in this instance? There are Auto Flash on Spy, is there? That I didn't check. Well, you'll have got it then. That's why you're asking that, right? And you're so. Where did I add Spy to? Is it here? Spy. Okay, cut Flash. What are we looking at? SPX or SPY? Go on. Urgity dirgity. We're looking at this one. Where is this Flash you're looking at? And another one came in. Blockbuster videos. I love Blockbuster videos. You're not more of an Azad fan, though. Are you talking about the coming back and double testing in around 453 for this area? I mean, this is why we'd be likely come back around 4. That'll be like the retrace area anyway. If it does come down here, this is where you go, right? You're not looking for some, I mean, fucking hell, not right now. You're not. I wouldn't have expected it. You're not looking for like this sort of thing, are you? This would be like, dude, I'm afraid to even move that. You're not looking for that, are you? Are you? 420 for Spy. You're not looking at that. Are you rolling over like that? I'd likely see it test 4 there, and I don't think it'll get there. This test from the 236 was pretty strong. Higher lows, higher highs. I mean, that's what's our old flash are we talking? There's this one at the top side. I can't, like, this is just cheating now. Everybody's seeing this. You need to get this indicator for yourself. You can't do this. Look, it's not good. If you're talking about, like, there's it there. Right, and I can't do this because, you know, the fucking hedge funds will see this. Right, so that's the answer. Right, what's the next thing I was going to look at? You know, and you can also do TA on SPX. And then when, like, you know, you've got two charts there. You can flick between them and do a different style in each one, then, as I would normally have done. Truthful, you missed Jamie showing us his TITS, technical indicators for trading the stonks. What the fuck was I now going to do if something that I've missed out and should have done for somebody who asked for something? What was it? You're the best. Came late to the... No, that was a very, very nice Mr. Von Uxel. Cheers, Tradespotting. You're welcome, Mr. Von Uxel. He's from Germania. What was it we were looking at? Who won? It was Burn for the Mr. Corona Cup, but it wasn't. It was something else. I'm missing something else. I know I am. Burn, Brain Chip Holdings. Hey, is it on AX? We are talking about these ones. So, Hotas, is it so? Is this so? You've made it to here, have you? Whoa, fuck. Oh, cool. Software, hardware solutions for artificial intelligence. Neural processor IP. Mental. Right, so is this it? Is this Skynet bastards? Is this starting in Australia? You never would have thought it. Boom. Boom. That's irrelevant, that line I just drew. You are our GME. Gracias, you're our something GME. Oh, I can't see it there. Where do I see it? I see it. Muchas gracias de nada, señor Fabian. You are our conviction for GME. Yeah, we'll have slap it on them shoulders. Clock it, get it on there. Come on, Jimmy, can't see your screens. Oh shit, sorry mate. Did that wrong again. Fuck. My screen, here we are. Daily time frame. This thing, generally speaking, was in like a range, right? There's various levels, horizontal, relevant for this thing's life. These are the most relevant ones there, of course, my horse, Then everything else changes after that. Possibly look at this, downward sloping area here. Don't need to be on such a high time frame really, but just to get a perspective of what's going on. Filled that gap, did we? For all intensive purposes? No, not really. So still got that area on the charts. Interesting. So this is another area. Another little hint for what you can use dead indicator for. Whoa, there we are, and you made it to the first target. Not bad. Not bad, Sonny Jim. Not bad at all. Right, what would I look to now then? Well, now I see that, I'd get rid of that, and I'd get rid of that, and I'd get rid of that, yeah. Get rid of it, fuck off, yeah, fuck off. Right, so, pardon me, so, yeah, sorry, been weird today, don't know what that is. The formation broke out to the top side. You know, more than a measured move, likely. Or is it about it? It's about it. It's about played. I would say it's about nearly actually spot on. No, it's a bit more. Well, it broke out there, I suppose. So, yeah, it's a wee bit more. Right, okay, made it to the first target anyway. Congratulations, you. So, at this stage, you'll be looking for it to do some sort of a retest. Or else, you know, great continuation at this stage. I don't know. Pre-market now for this thing. Jesus, Australians are up 17.65%. Just at the prices. Good morning, Australia. So if you're looking at this on the daily time frame, you're thinking that's a lot of momentum. The positive trend has now reached this like below off top areas where it's done. No, like this is the last time it had that signature here, really. Was on its previous high, which you've now beaten. And subsequent to that high, you had a retrace of 68% in prices. The time previous to that, then you had a very similar signature. It was, I mean, this was as part of an uptrend, and you can't say that this is necessarily finished yet. So we'll include that one and say at this point you had a retrace of 40%, and then time previous to that you had a similar spike that matched prices, and RSI was in around there, and the retrace after that. And these are all like, this one is part of a downtrend, but then you was like you saw this move after having subsequent to that period of volatility and prices not having broke significantly below their previous levels of support. You knew things were going to change, and when they did, they go fucking up again. But you still have to measure this and say at this point where you came back down similar, you'd had 60%. So like you're losing between 40, 50, 60% every time you do this sort of thing, which you've now just done again with your ADX. At this point, your DMI at this point, 1, 2, 3 occasions of that. And then like when you look for similar things between, well, who do you support when Scotland play Ireland? Scotland. Yeah. Yeah, Scotland. You know, just the way it is. Just the way it is. He did used to kick a football around for the other ones though. Damn, they're Irish. Did kick a football around for them for a while. Anyway, that's long, different lifetime. That. So we're talking about this. No, we weren't. We were definitely talking about it. So, but you know, national football teams, like, it's all just about, you know, making friends with other countries and having a laugh, because Scotland are so shit they're never going to win anything. Even like they qualify for the odd thing nowadays, which is great, fantastic. But we're never going to win it, so it's mostly just about making friends and having a nice time, which it always is. Thank you very much. And yeah, Scotland, you know, just the way it is. Scotland, Six Nations got a really good team. Yeah, apparently they're not so bad anymore. So when Scotland, that's what I've got. When Scotland, similar to Moon. Right, so I was going to get off this and do something else. Burn. You've made the first target. You know, I mean, it could go going up to 2.13. Don't think so, but like, there's a huge extension on it in a minute. It's already then had to like reached areas where it normally comes back. In those times, it normally comes back between 40 to 60%. If it were to come back and just test its previous all-time high from here, that would be about 30%. You want to hold that? No thanks, this isn't the place to enter. If it doesn't get there, then the next place it likely bounces is back down here, which should be like another 55% off the prices, and it'd still be not changing the structure in sort of a bullish move and like typical of what it's done previously. The momentum is now very, very, very high to the top side. That rate of change has been very, very, like acceleration on it was insane, and then a continuation. See the DMI now, and it both positively sloped, but then also DI minus once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Well, that was breaking the first horizontal, so this one's different. The rest of them, price is dropping. This one, again, breaking this resistance. So slightly different. Previous to that, price is dropping. So we'll see. Just look like it come back for retest to me. 0.68 seems quite far away, so like we'll look at 1 point, whatever that is. If it doesn't hold here up at 1365, which it has, so it's not opened yet, but we'll see. And then I'd be looking at it to test 1.00005 maybe. But it's very extended. I wouldn't want to jump into that right time now. So that's the daily 4 time frame. What's it been saying at the end of yesterday? It's at the top of the overbots. So just in the top here on DMN 4 as well. Also, nothing really to look to in terms of divergence. And then there is in the 15 minutes though. ADX and DI positive, slightly divergent. Also on the RSI, and it bing, bing, bing 3 times touches outside the top side of that. It's come back down. And well, unless it opens and there's some crazy ass news going on, 30 minutes. There's your 200 period at 0.85. It'll make it up to the 9 point whatever. That if you don't hold this at 50 simple, that'll look like a perfectly natural retest. And if you look at it on this time frame, you can see throughout its uptrend, it's come back down. It's tested the 50. It's not held. Gone to the 200. Bounced once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. This is a little bit of consternation, but boom, straight. So it's just going to do it again, and that'll happen at around 1, not 0.1, 1.0, sorry. So that's that. And if I've done everything, I've not done everything. No, I've not done Gme, so I don't know what else I've missed out on. Close today, 122 spot 48. Post market 122 spot 40. Continuation of this trend. Sturdy. We very much used to this by now. Quadrant. Oh my goodness. I'm still surprised they're still at it though. Then top side of this distribution from the best is. You need at least look to test that. It's this sort of potential bottom information. You at least look to that. 142, perhaps down at 137. That's what you'd be looking at there. We'll back up to the daily time frame to see what that is looking like. More of our wedge. Top side of that is already broken at once. I wouldn't put too much emphasis on it then. Maybe it's this leg of price action you'd pay more attention to. Pretty clear what's going on there since price action has failed on the RSI. I mean, this is not how you would really do this with the higher highs. Boom, boom, boom. But you've got a body higher and Wix doesn't break it, so it's not end of the world, but not how you normally do it. And then you can see that matches with the RSI, and it is like price action actually broke down to this sort of place on the RSI, and then its signature kind of changed, you know, in that it started then trying to resist going lower and has managed to do so, whereas price action hasn't. And so there's a degree of bullish divergence, and you're at horizontal supports, and you look here, you've got a body close and a wick down at 117 and the body close like 122 for where we are. So that's why prices are in around these levels and slow here. We will see a reaction should they touch again. We've already been on it 2 wicks in that level, but like we say, the RSI has managed to persist above here. That's the daily time frame. Drop down to 4 hour. See, that momentum is burning off, and you've got divergence on the RSI. Negative trends still in ascendancy on DMI. Still within the formation here. It's actually more like, you know, I hate this now. It's not that triangle. Don't like it on there. This line's really, it's like 100% fake. Go away. And you're still looking at this leg here. You're still looking at this. That's rolled over. It's come back down lower. Price action here. The volume on that was fucking bollocks. And then ADX itself looks like it might want to turn back up again. 1 hour time frame. You've got this flash coming in. Frickety hell, frickety snuggety. Still happening now. So we'll see where, whoa, headache. We'll see where price action goes. Wow, headache. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. So, a continuation is expected. You're looking at this divergence, but then that's what you find in downtrends that are breaking horizontals. Divergence. Because it's different from the behavior before. And so the characteristics that you see on those things that measure its behavior are also different. And the look back periods in this instance don't tell you the full story. I haven't been able to join a live stream. Yo, Riley. In a while, but I always watch the videos. Just wanted to say thank you, buddy, for all you do. King T, thanks very much, mate. That's really appreciated. How are you doing? You busy chap there. Thanks, that's appreciated. Chaz, did it come through here? It will do in a second. Will do in a second. I could give it a haircut. Doesn't have to be like that forever. Oh, sweet. Yes, I kind of wanted this, but I was like, no, I can't hope for it. But look what I got. Yes. This fucking ace. This is amazing. Also, look. Yeah, like, and then I could wear it like this. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love this. This is showing off. This is what I call showing off. Showing off my fantastic friends. Today, according to Cobb, what was the news in Burn to make it go like that? Oh, what did it go like that? Well, it hit 618. No, it didn't hit the 1212, didn't it? That's what it was. So let's see. I don't know. So what was that news? Looks like they're doing all right. China doing, like, I don't know if it's got anything to do with China. Australia's done quite well considering what the Chinese wanted to happen to it 12 months ago. And see, I didn't know much about that particular company, or that there was a big industry for that in Australia. Interesting to know. Thank you very much for bringing it to my attention, Sir Mr. Cobb and the Cobs. Why'd that just come through there? But I was watch. Did it come up here there? Haven't been able to join a live stream in a while, but always watch the videos. Just wanted to say thanks. Again. Thanks, Riley. I can't roll this up like this. It won't match the way I've kept the other ones. Well, I have it now and I'll rip it later. Oh, I like it the way it is, though. Shucks. So Max Payne's at 135. Why is it? What's going on, right? And people don't know nothing about options. They don't know nothing about open interest. They don't know nothing about market makers, and they don't know nothing about anything. People just denny can. So there's the weekly time frame from GME, right? There it is. There's the drawings off, right? Here's the drawings off. And here's the moving average, right? Here they are. Here's the moving average. That's the 18 period exponential moving average, right? It's going to be, right, this top one on the style, yellow, right? Bright yellow. There's every other one off, right? Every other single other one off there. And there's the Bollinger Bands on, right? There you go. There's the Bollinger Bands on. And this is what you are. You're a market maker right now. You're writing puts for $212 to $255. And that's where you're offsetting all your risk as you buy. Now, you buy, and that's what's happening. It's what they were pushing the price down the last couple of days to do that thing, therefore. Is it to do with the rollovers? Is it to do with under instructions from ETF managers? Is it because funds are being reorganized? It is that time of the year. It is a big news. Events may be coming up. Are people repositioning? There's been a little bit of weird stuff going on. Saw previously on the charts that looked like somebody had done a position flip. This is what's happening, right? Market makers are writing puts for $212 to $250. They're all going to come out on CBOE shortly if they're not already stacking up, and they're buying here and they're selling there and they're manipulating it in the meantime. That's what's going on with GME right now. That's the weekly time frame. We looked at it on the daily and said potentially we see some continuation because it's divergent, but then it would be, wouldn't it? And we spoke about why. And then on the 4-hour time frame, you see the momentum's really like fucking lackluster now. That volume looks like it's a tree in the desert there. Like, you know, those ones that have got no leaves and been there for 50 billion years and nothing ever grows on them. And you're like, how'd that tree even get here? Or one of those boats. Like, why is there a boat there in the middle of billions of others? It's like that. It's like bullshit. That's what it is. Once you're used to volatility, flatness is boring. Yeah. Oh, God. I mean, this way to trade options on GME is to hedge the volatility. We talked about it, iron corridors. We talked about how you take them. You know, we talked about it for a while. Other people were like, wow, I like leaps. And that. It's like, yeah, cool. And that's a good way of taking advantage of volatility to the top side to increase your leverage so that you've got a larger position. Cool. That's how you would trade that long-term equity acquisition. That's how you do that with options. And I'm all for trading long-term expiry options. But is that going to help with in terms of like adding to the restricting liquidity here and now. Well, not if you're not exercising it for 10 months to 24 to 48 months, right? Probably not. So what's the ethical and moral way to promote what we're trying to do here and for everybody else's best interest? Well, it's for me not to even say that kind of thing, right? That's the truth. And then you do whatever suits you. But then if you're actually trying to make money and the volatility, well, it does come in, is the prices are fluctuating, then you really want to make sure you've got your position covered, in which case you're going to have some sort of like a condor or that, right? That's what we talked about at the first instance to those people who were listening, and it was only for them. And then, you know, lots of different ways to do it. And this is what you'd be doing right now as well. That's what lots of people are doing. And people forget, right? They're like, why don't you do this DD or that DD? And it's like, because there's no fucking point. Well, I told everybody on the internet, Barclays counter trade the apes. They've got a trading desk just to trade against you. Nobody give a fucking shit. Nobody give a shit. That sort of shit. They could destroy my... Which is why people don't know what is or what isn't important. They put emphasis on the wrong thing. Like, there was a guy for ages that freaked out. He had a breakdown. He was always read about PDFs, right? And he'd slag off me on the internet all the time, making his stupid videos that were really crap, and he was reading PDFs that were years old and explaining things that were often outdated and superseded by other things since, but he hadn't got around to reading those PDFs yet. So he's like starting, and people were like, wow, God, he's so amazing, so amazing. And he was slagging me off. He was an idiot, a total idiot, and he had to all hypnotized, believing like he can read a PDF better than us, and he couldn't even do that job properly. And then he had a breakdown, freaked out on the internet and that. Absolute weirdos, and that's what people care about, that stuff. So people who can read PDFs, they don't care about what I just told you about what the manipulation means, how market makers write calls and puts, how that system's actually manipulated from in their own best interest, never mind any other things. And fucking nobody cares about the fact that the people who are some of the Barclays and that, and nobody, and so what's the point, right? So that's the Gme Ta. You got down the 4 hour, go down the 1 hour time frame, we'll turn this up. We just see potentially that looks like it's not. It's like awful. It's definitely not a bottom information. You've broken through that previous low there. You're going to look at this at 120. If you don't hold 120, you're looking at this back down low 90s, top side of that 101, 102 looking left. The 1 hour time frame isn't really going to do it for you. Got these body closes here. You've got in at around $90 these body closes. This is like this between these two areas is where you'd likely see the next bounce, and then obviously you've got areas here where you might break down at 101 or 102, but likely you would go slightly lower and get into those areas for various other reasons. So that's the Gme Ta, and it says, does it hold these areas as it goes up? Well, there's things happening this week, right? It's the 17th, the 18th, the 19th, the 20th, the 21st. Through that whole period. So it's 14th. It's from the 14th to the 21st. Yeah, that's right. There'll be lots of churn and lots of different people rolling over, not just all those huge, weird out of the money puts that are expiring. We may well indeed be rolled over, or may have already covered, right? It's frankly, if it hasn't been, the people that are doing it are fucking stupid, right? Fucking stupid. And if they haven't managed to figure out a way to do it yet, this thing's going to go even bigger than I expect. So, because there'll be so many fuck problems. Anyway, so that's the Gme Ta. And what we're going to do, AMC Ta, back down $20. So we talked about this. Looking left, you can see there it's coming for it. Same sort of thing we're talking about. Gme doing just slightly behind in terms of that aspect of the chart. There's just 382 and at around 1888. Doesn't hold that. It's coming down even lower, mid-teens, and it doesn't do that. You're coming down to the 1618 there. Well, that's wrong. There's a wheel 1272 or something on this. Or 1414, we'll take it on 12172. Where are you at? Oh, it's not that one. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Just give me it. Right, that being at around what, 777, something like that. That's what's happening if it doesn't hold the $10. $10 when I look left, turn off these Bollinger Bands. This is confusing. Confusing. This breakout zone in around here, $12, and then the top side of that, $10. So that's what you're looking at there. If it doesn't manage to hold this downward sloping demand line, obviously that catches it around 1888, 1777. You know, looking left, you can see that there's like the top side of this, top side of these wicks. These are other areas where it'll bounce. Like this is what it's 1770 odds, and the 16th. No, that one's around 1525. Okay, why was I saying that then? What was it reminding me of that? Anyway, maybe it's just too high anyway. Probably is too high. So look at this, you got to say, well, you know, just looking at the price action, it looks very bearish. It looks like a downtrend. It looks like continuation, and it looks like nothing's necessarily going to change. You look left here and you can say, well, it's lower than it was previous low, and it's lower than it's looking left on that time. That's not exciting. You can say RSI is in the bearish control zone, negative trend in ascendancy, and you've just had a cross that's managed to make it to be valid by getting so close to the center line at that point when you were also below the 200 period moving average. So this is like in loads of different ways, in loads of people's books, this will be a sell. Like a strong sell. That's what this will be for a lot of people right now. And they'll be looking at those areas from between $7 up to around $12, thinking that'd be the place where that'd be their targets, you know, and that. And these will be pros that'll be thinking that, because that's what the charts look like potentially is happening. You need to see that turn around. On the lower term time frames, 30 minutes, you know, you really don't want to be breaking these areas, because you're then putting the pressure on this idea of it being a bull flag. And then like this is like sell signals all over the place there. Really bad news. 4 hour. Still in the bearish control zone. Negative trend absolutely totally fucking annihilating it. You've potentially got a turnaround there. And it's bullishly divergent up to wazoo. And that front. Well, not up to wazoo, just only a tiniest little bit, to be honest with you. And even then, turn off the drawings. Just a touch of it, in fact, and there's nothing to say that this is turned around. I mean, where are you taking your fib from to define it as a local low? Let's say, for example, that you're taking it from here, this area, and we'll move it across so that you can see what I'm doing. You go into this area being your low. Your 236 at that stage, you're looking to get up to 22, 23. It's 10% plus move on that just to recover and say that this is a local low and we can't expect further continuation. So, oof, dodgy. So, really, you're looking for it to turn around now. And on the lower term time frames, 15 minutes, once, twice, 3 times. Nope, missed that. Then you come back now, and the only hope you've got is the fact that it's so overextended. This is usually where it puts in lows, but if this is to break these horizontals, which is already kind of violating them, if that's to definitely do it, then at that stage it's going to push down to those levels we talked about, because it's not got much else going for it. Oh, there's a potential harmonic entry place there. Oh, actually, look at that. And this is weak Hartley, and you see this thing will make it back up to that area, and maybe that's what you're looking at for tomorrow. So all of this being under a lot of pressure, and the chances are you're actually looking for this to hold this area, looking left. If it can manage to, at that area where your wick is, then you'll see it back up at around $2.20, $2.27, $2.70, that sort of thing. That'll be where it goes to tomorrow if it can just hold these lows. Boom! Excellent. Which, if it did do, would be good news for everything. And tomorrow is Thursday, right? Am I right in thinking that? Nope, today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. We're splashing tomorrow already. Holy shit, that's good news. Thanks, everybody. Love yous lots. What did I miss? Loads of different things. Loads of different things. Thanks. I love you all. Thanks very much. Apparently, see, in Rocky Stream in the morning, Rocky Stream, market open, or around those times, and cover everything. You did so many tickers today, and then I did loads today. You guys have got loads of tickers today. Jeepers McCreepers. And what am I interested in? Well, I think there's a number of trades on the go, you know, potentially at the minute, number of ones that might happen, right? Potential trades. Oops. Depending on what you're trading, what you're looking at personally. What's this? This was a 4 hour. I'd drawn these out on there, was it? Nope. 1 hour? 1 hour? Maybe under 1 hour. Yeah, you've got a 5-to-1 potential trade on Anchor. You've got a 15-to-1, which is like limiting the downside risk, and then you've got a 10-to-1 with an even higher target on the top side. So, you know, lots of different potential things come up in the near future. You've had reasons for this to like be at a high here, and now you've got very strong reasons for it to bounce, and then there's a tight range you could trade within. That would be nearly 20 to 30% before you even have these huge fucking topside things. So that's an interesting one at the minute. A lot of interesting things going on around crypto. That was just one that I was sketching out before I had to show, potentially take trades. I'm not done. I'm going to do it. So bye everybody. Bing bong. Bye. Lots of other things. Bye. You know, you can also, if you ever want to ask about crypto stuff, go for it. Did we do any of that today? Nobody really asked for that, did they? And Yes, so that's that. Great. And there's links in the description. You should totally check them out. Thanks very much. Bye. Bye. Bye.